Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Craft. It's Sunday, December 31st, New Year's Eve, on the verge of a new year. And I'm still trying to finish up a couple of projects. Wanted to see if I could get the mouse that I'm making from Zumagurumi 5 done before the end of the year. I don't know if that's happening. It looked pretty small, but it's got a lot of big rows. So I get bored when I do the same thing over and over and over again. So if I've got a project where the head is like 50 stitches and you've got to do 20 rows, I tend to do a few rows and I get bored and it gets put aside. So I played Let's Make a Deal with myself. I was working on the mouse, and I'm also working on the Boggy Creek blanket. Well, the Boggy Creek blanket starts out as a big, solid granny square. And as it gets bigger, the rows get longer and longer. So I made myself a deal. If I finished this light brown round, I would get to play with the leftover brown yarn. It's up to 30 inches now. So now that I'm done with the light brown layer, oh, I gotta show you something. This is the back side. You see what's missing? I have been a good girl. I have tucked in my yarn ends at the end of each round so that I'm not going to have them to tuck in once the blanket is done. And I just dropped the yarn I was going to show you. Yeah, I'm always dropping stuff. Whenever I get out of my chair, I said, I'm always dropping something, like a crochet hook or a pair of scissors or something will go falling to the floor. I'm always dropping something. This is how much yarn I had left over after doing the light brown. I think this is oatmeal. So the deal I made myself, if I finished up that color, I could play with this. One way that I'm playing with it, I dug into my stash and I got some boa yarn. Somebody gave me this years ago. Nice little zipper bag that had 6 different colors in it. This one is called Ostrich. So, first thing will be a hedgehog. Who's that by? Yarns and Nobles, I think. So I'll make a little hedgehog. Then I almost finished off the first skein of the green, what do they call it? It's a green velour. I love this easy yarn. Green velour, velvety yarn that I got from Temu. But once I finish the hedgehog, Leggy Frog with the fancy skirt. And if that doesn't use it up, maybe I'll have to make a monster with this for the hair. We shall see. But I get to play until this is gone. That's my let's make a deal with myself. So it gives me a little bit of a break from the really long, boring projects. Let's see, it seemed like there were other two. Oh, Murphy's Law worked for me. You know how I said that I've already updated my files to wrap up December? Yesterday I got an Etsy order. So I'm going to have to redo my numbers. Such a shame. Thank you, Murphy. And there's a video you need to check out. I've had people ask me about embroidering eyes, and I really don't have the setup for doing tutorials, like to have something where I can focus the lighting on my hands and have everything lit up on a table. I just don't have that set up right now. Maybe as I develop the craft room and clear out some inventory and some yarn so that I have a little more space, maybe I could set up a work table where I could get more equipment for the overhead camera and all that. But right now, I don't really have the capacity to do that. But Cassandra over at Craftably Ever After just released a video, a tutorial on how to do embroidered eyes. So I will link that in, starts with a D, description. I think I need a nap today when it's like, oh, what's that word? What's that word? Okay, I will link it in the description once I get on my laptop. I can't update my videos from my phone, but as soon as the video is loaded, I'll try to get it on the laptop and link that. But it's Cassandra at Craftably Ever After, and she does a really nice tutorial on how she embroiders her eyes. So, let's see, it is 11:44. It's just about time for me to go start lunch, which is going to be easy today. We're having grilled chicken, which it's just a matter of putting it in the air fryer, dumping some Chevetti sauce over it. 10 minutes later, I flip it, dump a little more Chevettis. We're done. The chicken is already pre-cooked in the slow cooker. So make dinner. Oh, wait, I've already got potato salad made up. I'll do some marinated tomatoes. And since we only have 2 pieces of chicken, I need to accessorize. So I thought I would make a crab dip, where you take a package of imitation crab and you add some cream cheese and some mayonnaise and chopped celery, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder, and then you just have chips or crackers, chow it down. So I'll be making that too. So easy dinner today. Then I can go back to playing with yarn and see if I can get just a little bit more done before the end of the year. I'll work on the mouse a little bit too. I am at the decrease point of the head. It started at the back of the head and it decreases to a point, and then you put the nose over the end there. The feet are sort of big. The body's a little smaller than the head. I'm playing yarn chicken. I pulled out a skein of yarn. The pattern is supposed to be made with a fingering weight yarn or a sport weight yarn in a size 2.5 hook. Is that a B hook? I usually go by letters rather than numbers. I'm using a K hook and a bulky yarn. So instead of getting this cute little mouse about this big, I think I'm going to have a monster mouse that's about 20 inches tall. That'll be an attention getter at my craft shows. It seems like at least 3 of the craft shows I did this year, someone came up to me and said, oh, do you have any mice? Do you have a mouse? I want to buy a mouse. So I think once I get back to craft shows, it should sell quickly. I will try to be good and get it into my Etsy shop. I've been pretty good about getting things listed immediately after making them lately. So I'll try to get it in there. Yep, it's one of my resolutions for 2024. If you make something for sale, you get it right into the Etsy shop rather than sitting on it for a year. Because the first project that I made for the Ami Book Challenge in 2023 was Cargo the Mushroom Fairy. I think that's from the book Unicorns, or Dragons, Unicorns, and Other Fantasy Creatures. She turned out big. She's at least 18 inches tall, and she's got this huge mushroom hat. I'll see if I have a picture I can toss up of her. She still isn't in my Etsy shop, and she's so big that I haven't really taken her to craft shows because she's so big. She takes up a lot of space. So, okay, I made this to sell it, but I'm not making any effort towards selling it. So, correct. Cargo the Mushroom Fairy needs to get put in my Etsy shop. Sooner, the better. But as you've heard me say before, it's more fun to crochet than to sit there on the laptop. Oh, what do I do for a description? Oh, what do I do for tags? Oh, Etsy didn't load the pictures again. You know, a lot of times the pictures are on my phone, and I will use the Etsy app to upload them, but then I will go to my laptop and pull it up that way and try to do it then. A lot of times going from the Etsy app to the Etsy website, pictures disappear. It's like, I know I uploaded 10 pictures, but now you've only got 6. So there's frustration involved. But this too shall pass. You know, just have to work my way through it. Like, okay, which 4 pictures didn't upload? Let's pull them from Google Pictures, download them on the laptop, upload them here, and yep, that's why I say it's more fun crocheting. So I hope you guys have a great new year, have lots of fun crocheting, and I'll see you next year. Bye-bye.